Hey guys, I'm here. Welcome back for episode 4 of Fallout the series. We're going to go and hop into this one, guys. So if you want to see the full-length reaction, you can check it out over on Patreon, or if you become a member of the channel, get you access as well. It is a watch-along format, so you will need your own footage to sync up the time codes for actually the entire episode. Over there, you get the same thing for all the other shows and movies that we cover on the channel. You also get to suggest and vote on what movies we react to each month. We got monthly Q&As, behind-the-scenes footage, trying to make it worth your while, so check out our support channel. But guys, at the end of the day, I really appreciate it. Enjoy this reaction. So please leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe if you're not already. With that all said and out of the way, let's hop into episode 4. The Ghouls. Here we go.
Let's go satin. It's so good for you. Leave the sky a blue, green sun every morn.
It's funny that that's still at least somewhat intact.
Life's worth living when they...
West Side Medical Clinic. I mean, the title of the episode, is he gonna get these from his resupply from other ghouls? Some on the verge, or past that point?
My name is Roger. Hey, Raj.
Oh, yeah. He's trying to remind himself, keep him present. Oh, wow.
Shit.
Oh, yeah, he staves it off.
You and your smooth-faced friend, you, might want to clear out before things get ugly. I did okay.
Yeah.
28 years since I first started showing. Hell! Not as long as you, though. You've outlasted us all. How long since you first started wastelanding?
A long time.
That's a lot of vials.
Remember how good food used to taste?
Blamco mac and cheese.
Ice cream and apple pie.
Hot damn! Apple pie!
This is kind of sad,
You know,
dude.
My mom used to...
Oh. Oh my God. I mean, I guess that's the best you could do for him right now, but that distracted me to get him talking before you just put him down.
Why'd you do that? You sick. Stop, please. I know it's hard up here, but you don't have to resort to
What'd you say your name was?
Lucy McLean.
McLean.
Like, John?
Lucy McLean. It ain't all canned peaches and marmalade left up here, sweetheart. Sometimes.
Oh my goodness.
Gotta eat
What
fry.
the fuck? Oh. Ugh.
You know, my vault has endured hardship too. In the Great Plague of '77, people starved, my mother included. My dad dropped to 128 pounds, and he still refused to do anything like this.
That's what people say they did and what they really did. Well, I bet your daddy was.
That's a
first in
good
line at
point.
cookout.
How do you live like this? Why keep going?
Well, one good question deserves another. Why the fuck am I doing all the work?
Oh my God.
Come on, Walty. Ass jerky don't make itself.
Maybe it wasn't out of any kind of kinship at all, just survival.
Hello, how are you?
Just fine. It's real fine.
My God, they're campaigning against one another.
You came here to talk to me about what I said at the assembly.
And why do you think that is?
It upset people. You don't like it when people get upset.
You're not the only one that feels the absence of your father. And with your sister gone, you're the last standing McLean. Your voice carries more weight than you might realize.
During the raid, I got in a storage space and I hid.
Does that make you angry?
Why does it matter?
Regular boys can get angry and they'll just pee on the wall. And clever boys like you are angry. You're lucky not to have seen where that can lead.
I like that.
Just tread lightly.
What a dick, dude.
Now you get me. How does that golden rule jive with what's going through your head right now?
What are you?
Oh, I'm you, sweetie. You just give it a little time.
Oh, woof. Was this one of the impact points? Oh, god damn it.
Where you think you going? You ain't going nowhere.
Oh! And that was...
There you are, you little killer.
Oh my god.
It's the closest thing we've had to an honest exchange so far.
Well, shit. A finger for a finger, as they say. And then meanwhile, back here, sitting down for dinner, you know, having all of our condiments. Oh, not that bad by comparison, right?
Hey, I thought I'd just stop by and see how you're doing.
Not great, to be honest. First I lost Lucy, and then I lost my job as the gatekeeper.
Right.
How are you handling the death of the father of your unborn baby?
Same. I was actually just organizing some of Bert's things, and this is all that's left of him.
He took great care of his shoes.
You know, it was one of the few things he truly loved. Get him talking about shoe maintenance, and he'd just carry on until everyone left the room. I loved him so much. It would mean a lot to me if you took Bert's shoes and this.
What in the world?
Oh, Bert.
Oh. Well, alrighty then.
Oh, Bert.
Yes, I am Bert. Now that is one wet lady.
Oh. Oh my god. That was amazing. It's hilarious when we're cutting back and forth between our problems up here, which are problems.
2 months supply of owls. Exchange 1 female, mint condition.
Well,
Near mint condition.
Condition grading requires physical evaluation. Please send her in.
You're selling me?
You got problems out here too, sweetheart. Best you try your luck behind that door.
now which finger of his did she take? Because he's using his regular trigger finger when holding that gun. Oh, wow. Just enough to get him here. Oh my god, what is this?
Welcome.
Oh,
There's no
oh.
fudge here.
Yo.
Please, sir, my name is Lucy McLean. My dad's been taken, and I've been kidnapped. He's right outside.
I say you've lost a finger. Let's get you taken care of. Follow me.
Dude, that looks so good.
Apologies for the mess. Time flies by lately, especially since my temporal sensors went out in the Great War. That must have been a week ago at least. Would you mind taking a seat on that gurney in front of you? Too fat, too withered. Ah, this one will do it. Now, you're lucky I don't have to use a thumb. Our finger infantry's in a sorry state. Now, if you give me your hand, okay, you're going to feel a slight pinch.
Oh my
I
goodness.
really do appreciate this. A big fish ate my head, and I need my head to get back to my dad.
That's much better, isn't it?
What in the world? Well, how the hell does that work? Whatever.
When I pointed out that he wasn't following the golden rule, he put a leash around my neck and he made me drink from pot of water that I'm pretty sure was just some kind of animal pee.
Well, that is interesting.
I thought I was here to be a sex slave.
What? No! What a disgusting idea. I'm simply going to harvest your organs.
Huh?
Oh my god! I mean, why even give her a finger then? Why even patch her up?
What are you looking at? A murderer in a cage, paying the price for what you did to us, for what you did to the innocent people in Vault 32.
I don't know what the people of Vault 32 were up to, but it was anything but innocent.
Interesting. Let's go to start diving into what's actually been going on here. I mean, I would be surprised if they would have access to other vault records. Maybe the overseers may, but I would imagine that would have been isolated per vault.
Hi.
Don't ask.
Feel like getting out of the house?
Yes.
Probably going to find out what their actual directive here is, or what the goal of this Vault's experiment was, or at least maybe details on what it was they were doing to begin with. Maybe not what it was for in the end, but...
Whatever happened here happened a long time ago.
Huh. Oh my god. Stabbed with one of those, foosball rods.
The last biosignal detected was 2 years ago.
Oh, wow. Holy shit. What the fuck? I mean, I know that one guy that was in the chair we saw the last time he was over here. That guy didn't look like he died a normal death, or at least a recent one. Oh god, what the hell? He jammed a fork in a toaster.
So if they were already dead when the raiders got here, who killed them? I mean,
Themselves, probably.
each other with their hands. It just doesn't make any sense.
Well, they had plenty. They seemingly didn't. That video about the rats was talking about what they would do. We know the truth. What they do when they turn to desperation. Maybe they were forcibly deprived. Oh my god. What is in those freezers? Man, we're gonna learn something fucked up about what happened to her mom, aren't we? Oh, these ghouls? Yeah, they are. Oh, wow.
Pardon the interruption. Our latest arrival has arrived.
Oh, shit. Do her now so she's ready for the next pickup.
Excellent.
Oh my god, this guy.
Thanks, Snip Snip.
Do excuse me.
Nice robot.
Where are you?
Oh, Jesus.
Here we are. Let's get on with it, shall we? We don't want to keep your associate waiting.
Sir, you can't do this. Please, I need my organs.
Now, don't be afraid. A little snip, snip, and it will all be over.
Oh my god. Nice. Nice.
There's no fudge here.
God damn. Let's go. Abraxo.
I'm ever ready to throw.
Hands up. Do as I say and Snip Snip doesn't get hurt.
What are you gonna do?
I put Abraxo draining fluid in his syringes. Tell them what Abraxo does to the human body.
If you've got a clog that's full of muck, trust Abraxo draining fluid to get it unstuck. It's very poisonous.
Okay. You can walk out of here.
Not just me. Them too.
Aww. Why were they keeping them anyway? Were they going to eventually harvest their organs too, or no? I don't know.
I said all of them.
Lady, those ones you don't understand.
Oh God. They're the ones that are about to turn. The other ones weren't quite there yet. Yeah, feral.
Oh gosh.
Oh, whoa!
Goodbye.
Martha. My name is Martha.
That's right. Your name is Martha.
No.
Come on, I know there's someone in there. Talk to me.
Jeez.
Pardon me, ma'am. Could I help you have a better day?
No, thank you.
Oh God.
I think it's safe to say they went bananas.
It still doesn't explain how the Raiders got in.
That is a good question. Death to management.
These people were crazy. If there were any survivors down here, they probably opened the door and welcomed the Raiders right in.
Potentially. Not a bad theory.
It says it was open from the outside.
I'm sorry.
No.
What?
They'd need a pit boy to open the door.
They had one.
Oh. Your dad? Oh. Oh. Oh.
My mom's.
What? Hey, look at that. Now that looks like somebody adapting to the wasteland. And look how the tables have turned.
You don't get these. You turn into one of those. That how it works? I may end up looking like you. I'll never be like you. Golden rule, motherfucker.
No matter how near of your
Oh my God.
I'd love to share some as we all, but y'all weren't invited to this party.
I can't make you open your heart.
Oh, wow. Is that one of his? Yeah, wow. Oh, we're gonna see what they actually... Did he go through with it? Did he concede?
Well, Joey, I'll give you 2 out of 3 on that front.
He did. He did. He compromised. Wow. That's good. That was some good shit right there. What an episode. Like, I love we really spent a lot of time with these two. You know, we didn't check in with Maximus at all in this one. Not that I'm saying it's good that we didn't check in. I like that we were very focused on what this episode was really about. The necessary lengths you have to go to survive. I mean, like with him coming upon that fellow ghoul who was on the fringes of going feral, with what at first seemed like a kind way to just kind of distract him, keep him reminiscing, keep him focused on something while you discreetly put him down and out of his misery while keeping him focused away from it, not lingering on and not going out kicking and screaming or anything like that. I thought it was just him trying to like help him go out peacefully in one way or the other. It's an experience that is potentially down the road for him and maybe he sympathized, but nope. If there was any part of that, that was not anything that they lingered on at all, because he immediately went to cutting him up and harvesting him for meat. So like it instantly turned like towards his survival. It wasn't really anything about any kind of empathy or sympathy for what the guy was going through. And again, if there was, he just kind of kept that buried. He was just trying to prove a point, made her continue carving him up. He's trying to prove that this place will change her. And I don't know if that's the case, because he started to change even before. He compromised on what he was talking about with the studio. Like I was talking about before, with what that meant for the career, which kind of explains a little bit of the trajectory that happens after that when he's, well, not doing that anymore and doing children's parties and all this stuff. He's divorced, Clearly things did not go great after that decision was made. And that reflects here as well. He's compromised. He didn't stand up for what he believed in before, his ideals of what he thought this character should be. He let himself get compromised by the wasteland, and now we ended to that too, where he kind of got met with the opposite. Despite what he just did, what he made her do, the water he made her drink, the finger he took in retaliation for her finally fighting back, she still gave him what he needed to survive, because do unto others, right? And maybe that's one way you can kind of, that naive innocence, that childlike outlook that hasn't been compromised yet, is exactly what some people might need right now. It's that like shonen protagonist energy, And maybe he will pay that back, because now he's setting back. He's taking what's left here. He's coming down now that he's been able to get his fix. And then he finds this tape of himself in the very same moment, right on the dot of that moment where his character, who previously has never killed a single person regardless of what they've done, pulls the trigger. That was a perfect bookend of all the thematic elements of this episode. Then, this is the most interesting the vault stuff has been since the vault has gotten attacked. I was wondering where this was going to go. I just thought maybe like with everything down there, they would just kind of maybe all head to the surface and see if they could survive, because they only have 2 months of water down there left anyway. But no, we got this mystery of her brother just questioning everything, and also being frustrated with his own kind of cowardice when everything was falling apart. He tried to hide. He survived though, and now he's wrestling with the guilt of that, and then trying to figure out what exactly happened. Like there's some things about this that doesn't quite add up, especially after that little confrontation with one of the prisoners. So he's poking around in 32, and they seemingly took themselves out 2 years before any of this even happened with these raiders. We learn now that the vault was open from the outside, and it was their mother's Pip-Boy that opened the door. Whew. What in the world? God, I want to know what happened, man. I know there's something up with her father. Like, why is he even aware of who Moldaver is? What if she's like a former denizen of 32? Maybe got out before or whatever. I don't know. Were they just deprived of their stock? Were they deprived of whatever kind of produce that they made? With that whole video with the rats about them being restricted and forced into desperation, we had some fighting other people. Like they said, they pointed out there was 2 that was strangling themselves, and there was a lot of people that just kind of took their own lives. And then there was the one guy who just straight up roped himself up to a chair, or someone did, and then locked himself in there. It seemed to be the overseer. What the hell, man? What happened? I can't wait to unravel this mystery. I want to know what the end-all be-all like thing going on with this triad of vaults was. Do different things to these different communities to see how they prey upon one another or interact. My initial thought, once we learned that they were interconnected with these 3 vaults, I thought each of them would have like probably, because the one guy pointed out their staple crop or whatever, and we know that they were trading supplies and resources and stuff when they were meeting, when they were doing the marriage handoff. that maybe it was just, can these communities coexist by having what the other needs, and how long can they last with that operation rather than taking it into their own hands or uprising or trying to take what the other group has or anything like that, and see if they could keep up this kind of quid pro quo relationship and keeping that intact. That's my initial thought, but it is seemingly much darker than that, and I'm excited to see how far down that rabbit hole we can go. I forget what these guys are called, these little like butler robots, because I know like there's the one you encounter like right out of the gate in Fallout 4. I forget his name. I was always entertained by those guys, and I love the just polite manner that they approach everything with. And with this guy in particular, he was like, yeah, he's doing all the pleasantries, all these things, talking to her, great bedside manner. All while I was like, you're just gonna feel a little pinch. I love that fucking, just that batshit contrast right there. It's so much fun. So I'm just curious, like, how these chemicals are harvested, because these two fucking stoner guys seem to be running this operation, or at least with him. Maybe he produces it and they're just the front men, the meat bags that do the exchanges and the deals. I'm just curious though, if they do business with ghouls to pass this off to them, take trades, organs, stuff like does the organ transplants or the things he harvests from the people he's given help prolong their, I don't know what you would call it, prolong their transformation. And then there's just some that are just too far gone, but then they just lock them up, I guess. Like there's no point in giving them anything. It was just wild, man. And then she had to come to the realization that she was like, I'm freeing these people. Obviously her wanting to help so bad kind of ended up biting her in the ass there for a second, because she didn't really understand this world still, but that gave her some clarity on it. And even despite all that, she still left, gave him some vials all of his own, and then went on her merry way. I really like this show, man. I really like just all the different tones that it's balancing with, and just the fucking bleak but also weirdly hopeful kind of sentiments that are sprinkled throughout, especially through a primary character. But yeah, just like seeing the wastelands and all the different ways people are making do and surviving. I'm not going to press any further on how this decrepit, decaying little finger now works. They've got crazy science, man. I mean, they got these automatons. What do I know? But like, given his situation though, she bit off his trigger finger, I thought, unless it was the other hand, but he was still using it. I don't know if he can, like, if ghouls can just like plop their parts back on and then they just regenerate. No idea. I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if they could, or if I just misremembered which hand actually got the finger bitten off of. But solid episode. Excited to see what happens next. But guys, what do you all think? Sound off the comments. Let me know your thoughts down below. We'll carry on the conversation after the video. Hope you enjoyed the reaction. If you did, leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe if you're not already. Remember, if you want to see the full-length reaction, as always, you can check it out over on Patreon, or if you're a member of the channel, get you access as well. And speaking of before you go, I want to shout out our channel legends: Manny Sherritt, Ryan Karen, Your Course Scott, Melita, Robert Onguiano, Jeffrey Hale, Jake Cottrell, Eric Official, Casey Wood, Russell Crockett, Justin Smith, Brendan Boyd, and Amy Becca. Thank you guys so much for your continued support. That's it for this video, guys. I'll see you all in the next one. Take care, everybody.